Calvin Castine at Chazy Central Rural School. It's the second day of May 2012, and we're here for Mountain Valley Athletic Conference Varsity Girls Softball. Umpires today will be Peter McMillan on the bases and Paul Lamoy on the plate, or at the plate. It's Chazy against the Minerva-Newcomb club. I don't remember what the Minerva-Newcomb team calls themselves, so I guess I'll have to check my memory banks. The Minerva team comes here with looks like 12 players on the roster, and 9 of them will be starting. Chazy, on the other hand, they've got 8 on the bench. So Liz Garand has some choices to make, obviously, every time she steps on that field with the 17 players to choose from. It's a nice thing to have that many choices, but it's also tough as a coach when you try to be fair to everybody, to keep everybody involved in the game and involved in the practices and everything. So it's going to be challenging, even though it's a lot of numbers and gives her some flexibility. I'll be leaving here and going to the baseball game. So I've already got the baseball lineups. After an hour here, I covered the baseball, but when I was leaving the baseball field, I saw my old buddy Bill Stickney, a long-time Yankee fan, standing there next to Jan Davis. But I said, "Why is Bill Stickney here? He's a Chazy boy, but why is he here cheering at a baseball game?" And one of the fellows from the coaching staff of Minerva-Newcomb came over and started talking to him, and I remembered that Bill Stickney is from the Newcomb area originally. He's been in Chazy for a lot of years, but his family comes from Newcomb, so that's probably the reason why he's here, is to cheer on a relative or two from that neck of the woods. Defensively for the Eagles, Paige Barcombe is on the pitching rubber. Her battery mate is Lindsay Hack. At first base, you got Christina Emery. Second base, it's Kirsten Burns. Shortstop, it's Kirsten Doran. At third base, Megan Reynolds. The outfield, left to right, Michaela Cahoon, Amber Polomsky, and Nikki Onken. Non-starters include Bailey Stalker, Brianna Rotella, Paige Garnett, Maritza Lester, Sam Barcombe, Christine Pilon, Loretta Garand, and Miranda LaBelle. The batting order for the visitors. Let's see, Dakota Bennett leading off, followed by Mackenzie Winslow, Marlena Peter, Rena Yandon, Tara Galusha, Gabrielle McNally, Shelby Hogan, Ashley Miller, and Mary LaBar. Non-starters are Rachel Bush, Faze Almeida, and Caitlin Yandon. Can't tell if the last letter is a N or a W. So Dakota Bennett steps in to lead off the ball game. Here's the first pitch from Barcombe. It's taken a little low for ball one. Temperature when I shut my car off was 65 degrees. However, since then the sun has gone behind the clouds, and wind has picked up, and it's got a little chillier than it was when we arrived. So this is a 4:30 start, actually 4:35 start. And again, we will be here for 1 hour for the ball game, and then we'll be heading for the baseball game. Looks like they're trying to figure out what makes that scoreboard click over there, or tick. Trying to make sure the Mary Latrimore scoreboard is working over the baseball game. Donated a couple of years back in memory of Mary Latrimore by the folks at Latrimore's Insurance. And I was very disappointed. I remember that when I arrived and saw that, and found out they had a dedication and I wasn't invited by the school. Bennett will head for first and keep on going. No throw. No throw. I would have given it a shot. No, I would have. With my rifle arm, I might have got her too. Mackenzie Winslow, now the third sacker, will step in. Got a runner in scoring position. Looks like Minerva-Newcomb is ready to run here against the Eagles. Strike one. We cover Chazy whenever possible. I think next week Crown Point is here, and we've got someplace else where we can't be here. Try to be fair to Northeastern, Northern Adirondack, and Chazy. And
Get it back to her quick.
there are tennis teams and golf teams and track teams at the other schools that also need tending to. So, and it's a very, very short season, and last week was really a bad week weather-wise. Whoa. She manufactured that run, didn't she? That's called a manufactured run. Bennett walks, runs to second on the walk, steals third, and on the ball getting loose at third, keeps on coming and scores. So a run right now for Minerva-Newcomb with no hits.
Remember, keep that back foot planted, okay? Listen, you got 2 strikes.
High. It's a full count. And the payoff. Ball 4. Well, there'll be no running to second this time. As Winslow heads for first. And Marlena Peter, the second baseman, will step in. Barcombe delivers. A little high. Oh, what'd she stop for? She'd slid in. She would have had that easily. What? What happened? The ball went out of play. I was watching the runner, not the ball, so I didn't realize the ball went out of play. And here comes another run. And she tiptoes across the plate. Must have thought there were some tulips there. So, 2 runs, nobody on. Two and 1. Way high. That's ball 3. And she will stay put, I assume. Yep, she does. Now, Rena Yandon, the first baseman there. But my old buddy Larry Jarvis would have said a tall drink of water. She makes a nice target at first base.
In front, in front. Think about what you need to do, lady.
Strike.
There you go, Paige.
Ball.
Find that point, Paige. Find that point.
Barcombe winds, delivers. Swing and a miss.
Round and look, round and look, Mark, round and look.
She'll stop at third.
Remember, ball third.
Line shot up the middle. And we're going to have our first hit of the game and run number 3. RBI single for Rena Yandon, a cleanup hitter and first baseman. And it's going to bring up Tara Galusha, the catcher.
Here we go, ladies. Turn it 2 if we can here.
Nice job.
Go ahead.
There's a strike.
Come up and snap, kid. Come on.
We'll have a stolen base.
It's got to be quick, right? Here we go, ladies. Here we go.
Way back until you're ready.
Swing and a miss. Strike
There you go,
2.
Paige. There you go. Keep it in close, kid. Keep it in close. Call it.
To the left side.
Look, look.
Reynolds grabs.
Go.
There's 1 down. Now, Gabrielle McNally, known to her cohorts as Gabby McNally,
Left side, be ready.
at the
right
plate.
tag, okay.
Barcombe delivers.
There
Strike
you
called.
go, kid. Way to start it.
A few years back, Mountain Valley Athletic Conference decided that the boys and girls varsities would play at the same time.
Stop.
And
Out, 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 out,
modified
out,
the JVs
out,
or whatever
out.
would travel together also.
It's gone. It's out. No, up, out.
Two strikes now. Got to
I'm gonna yell it's gone. Gone.
So it's put a strain on trying to cover both Chazy teams, but we get half of one and half of the other.
But stop. Nothing, nothing. Get it to her quick.
And stolen base.
Turn her back on her, okay?
Yondon moves up. 1 out in the first. This is center field. It is a base hit. Going to get away in center. And it's going to keep on rolling. She will be sent. Yep. It's going to be a 4-bagger. McNally goes all the way around and adds 2 more to the Minerva-Newcomb title. It's now 5-0, and Shelby Hogan, the pitcher, steps in.
Stop. Stop.
remember, stay loaded. Stay loaded, don't hit. Okay?
Here we go, ladies. Here we go. Plays that one here.
Out there, Shelby.
There you
Right.
go, kid. Very nice.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Watch it right to the
Um,
glove. Watch the glove.
Heck now, put it in play.
Getting back to the
Nice job, Gabby.
Minerva-Newcomb team coming here. The Mountain Valley Athletic Conference deciding that both teams would travel together. Minerva and Newcomb each send a bus, so the girls ride one bus and the boys ride the other.
Nice and easy, kid.
So in their case, it doesn't. They have those mini buses. Doesn't save any bus driver time. I'm not sure gas mileage. Ooh, that's a well hit. Going for the shoestring. And we're going to have a runner at third as Reynolds keeps the ball in play. Well hit ball by Hogan, and Ashley Miller will step in now.
Remember, stay up on it, okay?
So don't know if 2 of those mini buses use as much fuel as one of the big buses, but I would guess that they do.
Be ready for anything short.
Strike.
Nothing.
Check the swing.
Not a bad pitch.
8th bat of the inning, just 1 out thus far.
All right, kid. In front.
Hack does a good job keeping the ball in front of her. 3-1 to count.
Here we go, Paige. Here we go. There you
Put
go.
back
Easy one,
to
easy
the
one.
pitcher. Barcombe, what?
Paige, you're getting out somewhere, right? Gotta make a play. Come on, kid.
She was worried about that runner at third and ended up not throwing to first, so she's got to get an out. Mary LeBar, or LeBaire is the batter. Takes a strike. There'll be runners at second and third. Still just one out.
You gotta get that glove down. Don't let it through.
Top of the order on deck. We're still in the first inning. Wind blowing from behind us here, coming off the George Brenler Field and the frozen tundra of George Brenler Field,
There you go, Clay. There you go.
and blowing across the softball field here.
Go back out, watch the ball.
Force that one here. Force that one. Be ready. Okay, to
Put
see
it in
it.
play, that's your job. Watch the ball in the back.
That's foul. Oh, nice pickup.
Either have it or you go. Who's got it? Who's got it? You're all right. Good talk. Good talk.
Soft liner to Doran at
When you leave.
shortstop. She squeezes it.
Easy one now, right? Only gotta worry about first here.
Mary, way to do your job.
So 2 outs.
Put it in play.
Dakota Brennan who led off the game with a walk, and then manufactured a run, is at the plate. Strike. This is the 10th batter. There are 2 outs, 2 on, 1 at the plate, so that's 5. So there's 5 runs in, make it 6 right now. 6 runs across for Minerva-Newcomb. 3 for Minerva, 3 for Newcomb.
Up, glove down, right? Just try to step over. Here we go, Paige. Here we go.
None so far for Chazy. 1-1 the count in the first. Barcombe delivers high, 2-1. Three and 1. And 3-1 pitch. Ball 4.
Going.
And another run will score.
Get to Paige. Come on, she's going. Chase, chase, chase.
Safe at first. Once the pitcher has the ball in the circle, she's not allowed to dance around, but until that time she can dance around as much as she wants.
Ladies, we got choices here.
So it's 7-0. Mackenzie Winslow, the third baseman, at the plate for Minerva-Newcomb. Bunts it foul, hitter while she's still in the batter's box.
Do it how I told you.
So that's strike 1.
Here we go, ladies. Here we go.
Put the foot right on the edge. The other end. The other end.
The other end. There you go. There you
You get one step and you can see her. Right, swing away.
Here we go. There we go.
I think he wants her back foot on the white part of the bag.
Go in. Eat it, eat it, eat it.
Just missed.
Real close, Paige. Not a bad move.
Let's hit to Reynolds.
One.
Oh, they got the rundown. She's going to be safe. If you get somebody to run down, you want to make sure they don't advance.
All right. Way to try for it, ladies.
Am I safe? Where are we?
A little sooner, right? We just gotta go a little
Are we in Crown Point? Where are we? Marlena Peter, second baseman. 12th batter of the inning. Runners at second and third. Way high. It's going to be runners at third.
Turn look, turn look. Nothing.
Oh, bounced off Lemoy.
Find that spot, Paige, come on. Find that point.
He's a part-time backstop.
Right there, right
Strike
there.
called. Foul tipped.
Get to it.
Come on.
Ball 4, and here comes another run. Ball goes out of play. Now, Rena Yandin or Yondon. Sound like they're calling her Yondon, but
Here we go now, Paige. Here we go. First and
name's
second,
written with
ladies.
a
First or second.
YA. She's the cleanup hitter, so this is 13 batters.
There you go, kid. There you go.
And they're calling her Renee. It's spelled R-E-N-N-A, which I would pronounce Rena, but they're calling her Renee, so we'll concede and call her Renee.
Good job, Paige. Grab, good grab.
High.
Good grab. Here we go now, Paige.
2-2 the
Stay
count.
with her, kid. First or second here.
2 outs here in the first. 9 runs. Soft liner to second. It is grabbed by the second sacker, Kirsten Burns, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first with a 9-0 Minerva-Newcomb lead here over Chazy. Okay, I had to look no further than the players' shirts out there to figure out what the Minerva-Newcomb team is. And give you all a moment to make your guess, and after I read the defensive positions, we'll tell you what their nickname is. Shelby Hogan pitching. Right in the plate is Tara Galusha. Renee Yandon at first base. Marlena Peter at second. Shortstop is Dakota Bennett, and at third base it's Mackenzie Winslow. Outfield left to right, Gabrielle McNally, Ashley Miller, and Mary Labar. And those are the defensive positions for the Minerva-Newcomb Mountaineers. Leading off for Chazy will be Amber Polomsky. She'll be followed by Kirsten Burns, Megan Reynolds, Kirsten Doran, Christina Emery, Paige Barcombe, Michaela Cahoon, Nikki Onken, and Lindsay Hack. And I'm going to have to be on my toes here. I think I'll have to move over half a step here. It's the bottom of the first. It's 9-0 visitors. That's hit foul.
There you go, kid. There you go.
Wrapped up.
Nothing, Renee.
1-2 the count. Strike 3. Change up. Had her fooled. So Polomsky goes down looking on the changeup and dropped third strike. She was still wondering about that pitch. Here's Kirsten Burns, the second baseman. She swings and misses at the first offering.
Turn it all.
Bennett. Is it Bennett pitching? No, Bennett's the second baseman. Pitching is Hogan. No, Bennett's the shortstop. Hogan at the pitching rubber. It's in tight.
Come on, Shelby. Come on now.
It is after 5 here. They started 5 minutes late, so we might give them till 5:25.
Everybody ready? Good.
Strike. She thought it was ball 4. So it's a full count. 1 out, nobody on.
Back up there, Matt.
Hogan Wimes delivers. A shot to center. It is a base hit. Oh, a base hit for Burns, and she's on board.
Ash, come in on that hard, okay? Come in on. No, we got a different batter.
Batter now, the third baseman,
Get your feet ready. Throw
Megan
her
Reynolds. Well,
You got her, got her.
we got her. We got her. Down by 9. I don't think I'd be taking lots of chances here. So Burns is out. Sun is out. That's fouled.
Here, be set. Make her set.
Slow roller. Gonna have to hurry. Safe. Reynolds pick him up, laid him down, and beats it out. A slow roller. Line drive in the scorebook, of course. There's the redhead Kirsten Doran, following on a couple of blondes in the batting order here. Safe, close, close.
Right, you went down on your knees. You went down on your knees. Come from here up, and you got her by a mile. You stood up and threw it. And almost got it. Come on.
There's a strike.
Bench, come on.
It's hit sharply through the left side. No, yes, it's through the left side.
Get it in.
And we're going to have runners at the corners.
Come on, get the glove down, girls.
I think Chazy would like to have that Burns out back right now. They scored a run, and they would have had only 1 out. Here's Christina Emery, the first baseman. Takes a ball. And going into second base is Doran.
Come on.
The sun out now, and it's warm. It's amazing how that sun can peek in and out, and the temperature can feel so much warmer
Come on, Shelby. Come on back right here.
when the sun is beating on you than when it's behind a cloud. There's the pitch. It's a slow roller. And they're going to be safe at the plate. I guess she figured that was her best play. And Reynolds scores the first run of the game for Chazy. It's now a 9-1 ball game. And the Eagle pitcher, Paige Barcombe, will be the batter. Runners at the corners with 2 down.
Make a good throw.
That was a pitch out.
Got her third. Got her third. You got her at third.
There you go, there you go.
Come on, girls.
All you now, right? Let's go, level swing, kid.
Let's see, Barcombe is 2 for 6, sixth batter. 2 in, 1 on, 2 outs.
Good eye, kid.
2-0 the count.
Good.
There's a strike.
That's all right.
Foul ball. Hit her foot when she was still in the batter's box. Had it hit her foot when she was out of the batter's box, she would have been out. But
Got 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
went off the edge of her toe.
Here we go. Let's get this one.
2-2 pitch. Just missed. So it's a full count and a payoff pitch. Foul ball. Repeat of the earlier one. Ball hit in front of the plate and rolled back and hit her foot as she was leaving the batter's box. So there's a pop up. It is caught. Bennett makes an interesting catch, a juggling catch. 2 runs for Chazy. They trail 9-2. We're going to the second here on viewer-supported hometown cable. This is Tara Galusha. She's looking at a strike to start the second inning, with her team leading by a 9-2 margin here. On a breezy day in the North Country. It's a slow roller to the left side. Barcombe comes up, fires to first. Nice stretch, nice play by Barcombe. And fire into the first baseman Emery for the out. So good all-around play there by Chazy. That's what happens when you let them put the ball in play, let them get the bat and the ball, and you had a chance to make an out. Gabrielle McNally looks at a strike. And our watch says it's 5:14, so we'll again stay here as long as we can. We want to get the boys and the girls both on this visit. Last time we were here, we only got the boys. That was a week ago, yesterday, I guess, because we were heading for Beekmantown for the Wizards. So we only got the boys last time we were here. Had to get out of here elsewhere, so we just thought we'd stay in one spot because of the situation. That's ball 4.
Quick, get up, quick. Get it to Paige, get it to Paige. Paige, look her down.
And she'll settle for one. McNally's on, and Shelby Hogan, the pitcher.
So every play isn't at first. They should be turning left. Okay?
Looks like the coach wanted her to keep running there at first.
Okay. But keep going. Turn left, turn left, turn left.
Going!
Nice throw. Stolen base, but a nice throw.
Good throw.
All right.
Very good toss from Hack.
Just gotta be quick, right? Right away, pop up, boom. But the throw is perfect.
Ball gets away.
There you go.
There's a strike.
Good throws here, good throws.
Keep your head
Now
on
let's
it, Joe. Head on it.
go. Left side on your toes, girls. Going!
There's a lot of play.
That's out of play.
Automatic advance for the runner. Hack retrieves it. I'm looking at the Chazy roster, and I think we've got one. I think there's only one family that's supporting us as viewer supporters. One, folks. We try to be very fair to Chazy, and
Hey, easy one, right? Easy one.
we used to have a lot more support. In fact, our first support ever came right out of the Chazy parents. Line shot, and it is caught at short by Kirsten Dorn. That's out number 2. A well hit ball by Hogan. Dorn made the catch. Ashley Miller, the center fielder at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. There's a strike.
There you go, kid. Up the middle on your souls here.
Get on the ball.
Up the release, kid. Up. Easy one here.
There's a strike. Late decision. She figured that was going to be a strike, so she got a late decision on that. Woke up the fans along that side. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit to the left side. Reynolds will pick it up. Over to Emery. Good defensive inning for Chazy. Score is 10-2 as we head for the bottom half of the second here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Mary, you want to grab? Okay. You want to grab? Come on.
You make eyes on it, right?
It'll be Michaela Cahoon, Nikki Onken, and Lindsay Hack in the bottom half of the second inning in this 10-2 ball game. Ball just missed. Mountaineers leading by 8.
Gabby, come on in, son.
After this half inning, we're going to make our way down closer to the scoreboard. And we'll check what inning we're in down at the boys' game. Fair ball. Fair to first. Safe. So Cahoon legs it out. She's a lefty batter, so she gets that extra step and a half. And she needed it. Right-handed hitter would probably have been thrown out on that one. All things being equal. Nikki Onken gets the signs from Liz Guerin. She's the right fielder for the Eagles.
Bump. Come on in.
Get there.
Safe. Good effort. Nice slide there by Cahoon. Excellent throw by the catcher Galusha. Just missed.
Come on now.
2-0 the count.
No outs. Let's be awake. Good.
There's a strike.
Right in front of you. Should be charging that too, Renee.
Cahoon at third.
Shelby, back to you.
Nobody out.
Look at the runner.
In a second.
Look at the runner and get the out unless she's off. Come on now, squeeze it. Touch a foul.
It's a foul ball.
More. Ashley.
2-2. Fouled.
Ashley, come on in, son. 2-2, sir. Here we go now. Come on now, down and ready.
That's a foul ball. Good. Oh. Looks like they rehearsed that one. That was a rehearsed thing. We could tell that wasn't impromptu. Them's your fans. Ball.
Mar, we got a runner on third, right?
Although there are a few out in center field. Full count. Payoff pitch is Knocked foul.
Come on, Nick, stay with them.
Right there, Ken.
Hey, as long as you make contact, right? Keep hitting that ball. Let's go.
So another payoff pitch coming right up. Hit to the right side. Safe at first. Good hustling there by Onken. Nikki Onken beats it out, gets herself a run, batted in. It's a 9-3 ball game. And the catcher, Lindsay Hack, will step in for Chazy. She's going to show a bunt here. She bunts, fouls it off, strike one. Top of the order to follow. Liz Guerin saying her prayers over there at third, giving the signs. Pitch out. She's out. She got a slide. She got a slide. So that's 2 of the 4 outs Chazy has happened on the base paths.
One ball, one strike.
Strike 2.
One ball.
2 and 2.
Swing, you make contact. Come on, girl, you got this. Run it up.
Too short. Bennett comes up. Fires over to the first sacker Yandon, and that's 2 down. Well hit ball, hard hit ball, but Hack hit it right at Bennett. Shouldn't have to chase after it. Came right to her. We'll have Amber Polomsky, the center fielder, batting for the Eagles. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike. Strike 2. She was fooled last time. The same pitch that she looked at to have a called third strike in the first inning. Got to be protecting the plate. 0-2 the count. That's a high fly ball. Yenden backing up and makes the catch. So Chazy sends up 4, scores a run, and they trailed 10-3 after 2 full. We're going to head for center field and after right field and see if we decide to stay around or not. Stick with us and find out. Okay, we've checked the Mary Latrimore scoreboard and we see that it's Eagles 4, Visitors 2 in the 4th inning. And we've got must have a base runner. We're going to say adieu to the girls game and head for the boys. So if you're enjoying the girls game on the internet, this is the end of it. This is all we're going to cover, and we're going to move over to the boys game. We wish we could have got more of the girls, but it was a long first inning. Thanks for watching. And let's see what we got here. Looks like